Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with a different type of video. This is going to be like an unboxing from Shop Goodwill. I bought 4 different auctions there. It's like Goodwill's online auction site. You can just sign up and for free and then start, bidding and look at what they have. So I wanted to kind of show you what I got, kind of review if I thought it was a good deal, kind of what you can do. And it might be an option for you guys out there who are looking for other ways to source. Even with everything going on, obviously now you can't really source, but even in the future, maybe during the times when it's winter and there's no garage sales, this might be a way for you to find some inventory and find other ways to find items to sell. So hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you have any experience with this, if you bought from them before. Obviously there's some mixed reviews, I think, for some part on there, but I'll kind of tell you my experience and we'll take a look at what I got. Okay guys, so I ended up buying 4 lots here. We got a kind of a different angle just because I want to show kind of what we got. We'll go over all the prices once we get it all unboxed, but they all go FedEx. All the shipping went FedEx. There's 4 different things here, and there were some like media items, but they ship everything FedEx. So one thing I ran into with this was when they quote you the shipping price, you may see a bunch of books and thinking you're going to pay the media rate, but no, you're going to pay the FedEx rate based on weight. Another issue that I kind of saw, not an issue, but something you need to be careful of, is that they list the weight for the FedEx, what they think it's going to be. It's like an estimated weight, and you'll look sometimes at the item and you'll be like, there's no way that weighs that much, but whatever it is, that's what you're going to expect to pay for shipping. So just be careful if you are going there. But let's open this one up and see what we got. Okay, this is the one I expected. So this was a big lot of exercise stuff. It was all Beachbody stuff. There had 3 sets there. There's a P90X, a T25, and an Insanity. So these are all from Beachbody. I think they said that all the CDs were there, so let's just double check. It looks like it. Now, of course, there's some different feelings on if you should sell this on eBay. Beachbody is one of those Vero companies, so I don't usually use the word Beachbody in my listing, and I usually list mine cheap enough where they sell almost instantly. I'll put the price on the screen of what I paid, but we'll go into that a little bit later. And then here's T25. Oops, sorry for shaking the camera there. This one doesn't even look like it was ever used. And it's looking like all the CDs. I know the angle's not great, guys, but we're just working with what we have. So there's T25. And then P90X, the original. And we got the Ab Ripper, which is usually a pretty good selling disc. Cardio. One thing you can do with these two, guys, is if you do find them and you don't have a complete set, some people just sell them missing a disc or 2 and just list them really cheap, but some people also kind of part them out, and they seem to have some success with that as well. But they're all there, so this one's a little beat up, but I saw that in the cover, so that ended up being pretty good. And then we'll go into the next. We'll go to this big one here. Let's get it out of the way. This is my first time buying from them, guys, so it's not like I have any experience with this prior to it. They used a lot of bubble wrap, so that's kind of nice. And let's see. Oh yes, this is the phone one. So I bought, it was a, whoops, we just dropped it. That wasn't their fault. We bought a bunch of phones. So, and like I said, we'll get a better angle so we can kind of see just a little bit later. But this is a big lot of phones. You can kind of see here. This is a goofy one. It's a little dirty, definitely a little beat up, but it said it was used. So there's the goofy phone. And then let's see what else we got here. Get some of this up. Here's another one. Here's a little Mario one, Super Mario Brothers. I don't really know. Oh, there it is. So there's the top of, there's kind of the phone. It's a cool little Mario one. Definitely a little dirty, needs to be cleaned up. And this is a Bart Simpson one. And then we have Winnie the Pooh. So there's a Winnie the Pooh one, little honey pot there. So I ended up getting all those on the auction. I think we are done here. I think the Mario one might be missing a piece, but like I said, it was all as is, so we just took a chance on that. And let's get into this one right here. I think this one is a bunch of video game guides and stuff, so we'll take a look. So yeah, there's some official guides, Pokemon Black and White. There's a Game Informer there, and why I really bought it was for the Fallout stuff. So I think this collector's edition does pretty well. And there's the Prima guide there, Lego Batman. So got all those. So pretty good deal. And this last one is actually one that I didn't even realize I bid on. I'm not sure if we're going to make our money back, but I was looking at it, I was contemplating it, and then I didn't realize I bid, and then I saw that I needed to pay for it. So just like Amazon, a huge box for a small box to ship. So at least they're to perform with what everybody else is doing. Shouldn't cut towards you guys, that's a bad idea. And then this one is you guys can hopefully see it there. It's a Love Your Brain setup. It's all brand new sealed. Supposedly it's the full set. I thought I saw one of these going for like 60 bucks or something like that. But I didn't, like I said, really, I didn't even realize I bid. I thought I put a bid in and I thought I canceled it, but I guess it went through. We may make some money, so we'll do a little research and see, but it is supposed to be the complete set. Oh, this actually goes with it, and it's brand new in the box. So that's everything. Now what we'll do is we'll kind of change up the angle here, and we'll take a look at everything, and we'll kind of get some prices and see how we're going to do. Okay, everyone, we're back now. We're looking at everything that we got from the shop Goodwill deal. So we'll kind of go over some numbers and take a look at everything too. So I do have a little cheat sheet here. It's on some cardboard, so if I pull that up, don't mind. You probably can't read it anyways because it's like chicken scratch, but here we go. So I've tested out the phones, and they all seem to work. They're getting tone in there. I'm able to make a call to my wife, and it seems to be okay. They are still needing to be cleaned up, though. They're pretty dirty. As you can see, the Goofy one, he has some stains actually to his pants, but this needs to be cleaned up. He's all dusty. He's pretty cool. The Pooh one does have a little piglet in here that I just found out. Even when I tested, I didn't realize it, but there's something jammed in there, so I have to try to work on that. But the phone part does work. These were the 4 phones. I ended up paying for the phones $30.98. I'll try to put on the screen and break it down. I think it was like 13 something on the auction to win these, but there was like a $12 shipping, tax, and a shipping and handling fee, which a lot of the Goodwills have a little shipping and handling fee. This one was like $4, which wasn't too bad. They used a lot of bubble wrap. They did pack it well. Estimations on what I think we're going to make with this. I think on the Pooh, we're probably going to be looking at $40 to $60 ship. Not a whole lot, but we might even get close to that 60 if we wait out for the right buyer. But he's pretty cool. Obviously pretty big. Not too heavy, though, so hopefully we'll be able to do okay on him. Goofy one I think is about the same, but I think 40 to 60. There was a comp I think around the $50 mark and one around 40, and then one was like plus shipping. I don't know what they charged, but I think we'll do okay on this one too. Goofy's kind of one of those characters who seems to have a good following behind him. The little Mario one, I thought there was a bass to it, and the one online didn't have it. When you plug in, it still picks up a sound though, so I don't know. Looks like it's supposed to still be possibly missing a base. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do some more research on it. The one listed is for $50. I don't know if it's gonna sell for that because one hasn't sold, but there might be someone who would just want this for their Mario collection. It is a cool looking phone, so we'll clean him up. I'm thinking he's 30 to 40 bucks like he is right now. And then lastly is the Bart Simpson one. Again, he needs to be cleaned up. His phone stuff is actually in the back, if I can figure this out. I don't know. There it is, like that. So you can see there, he's a little bit lesser value one. I think probably somewhere between 20 to 25 would be the best we could get for him. But again, we ended up spending $30.98 on that. I think we'll more than double our money once everything gets sold. Just got to get it cleaned up. A lot of work. Would be great if you were like a collector of phones, because that's probably a pretty good deal to buy all these. I could see myself at a garage sale without looking stuff up paying 30 bucks for all this. In a lot if it was at an estate sale or something like that. So that was, I think, an okay buy there. The P90X and stuff like this, the Beachbody lot, this ended up selling, or I ended up paying $34.77 for this thing. Was $15 was the total sale price of the auction, plus I spent $14 something in shipping, $4 in handling, which was ridiculous because they just shoved them in a box, which there was no padding. The box was super cheap, so that was kind of a ripoff. And there was $1 something in tax. But overall, I think we'll do okay. I think on these ones we should average 30 to 40 bucks each for these. That's what I usually get for them. So if we could get 40, that's 120 right there for 35 bucks. I would pay that any day anyways if I was out and about, and I could easily see myself paying 30 something bucks for all three of these and making the money. So I think that one was a really good deal. And again, they're really easy to ship, really easy to list. Just got to be careful with the beach body part, but I think we'll do okay there. And then we got the strategy guides. These ones actually, I was the only bid at $8.99 for the game guides. They actually paid $21.76. It was $8.99 for the guides, like $10 and something in shipping, $2 something in handling, and then $1 something in fees or whatever it was. The Batman guide, I think it's not worth a whole lot. Maybe $8 if you're lucky. This is the best one. This this Fallout 3 one. This collector's guide should go for at least 40. The last one I sold, I think I got 47 for on the best offer. So I'm gonna hold out and try to get 50 for that. This Fallout guide not that great. Maybe $8 or $9. I think maybe 15 on the Pokemon one. Halo Wars, you might get the $10 that's on the sticker here. It seems to be a decent guide when it does sell. And then Halo 3 is probably another $8 or something like that. So I don't know. This one was pretty good. We're gonna make all of our money back on the Fallout guide. If we can get 50 for it, we're in it for 21. It's gonna go medium mail shipping, so we'll probably make almost our $20 back. Just double our money just on that guide, and then all the rest we'll sell and we'll make a little money on them. Another option too would be take the guide if I have Halo 3 and pair them together. Might be able to make a good deal there. This one was an okay buy. I wish the shipping would have been a little bit cheaper, like if they would have shipped it medium mail, but obviously we had to pay up a little bit for that. And then lastly, this is the one I wasn't sure. I didn't even realize I had bought. I guess Goodwill had a sticker of $4.89 on this. I would have definitely bought it for that price at Goodwill. It's all this like Daniel G. Amen, the MD. It's like stuff about your brain. Love your brain and the brain solution and all kinds of stuff. It all looks like it's here and brand new. I haven't found a complete set like this to confirm I'm not missing anything, but it looks like it's all there. On this one, we were the only bid, I think, as well, and we ended up paying $7.99. We paid $7.52 to ship it, which honestly was a pretty good price for that. I think that this Goodwill must have been pretty close to me. That's why shipping was so cheap. And it was $2 in handling and like a little under $1 in fees for tax or whatever. So on this one, I looked it up though, and some of these sets are going for really good money. Like $40 shipped, $60 shipped. I haven't found one that's exactly like mine either. So I'm gonna estimate on this that there's the potential to get 60 to 70 shipped as is like this, with the box and everything looking like it's complete. And again, I have to do a little more research, so maybe I'm a little bit off. But for only paying $18.39, if we can get $60 for that, that would be a deal that I'd buy. Like I said, I'd go buy that if I was at a thrift store for $18, and you're telling me I can turn into 60. I'm all on that. Even 60 ship, that's still a good enough deal for me. So that one, which I wasn't sure if I was even going to get, I put a bid on it, and then I thought I had canceled, retracted the bid, but I didn't. And then I was notified that I won the auction, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I just paid for it anyway because we already won it. And it definitely turned out to be a really good deal. One of the best ones, probably next to the P90X stuff. So overall, guys, that's what it is. We ended up spending $105.90 on all this stuff. Which again, you're paying more than you would like say at a garage sale, but this may be an alternative for you if you're looking to buy from Goodwill. So we'll get to another clip with me, and then we'll close out the video. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the closing out the video for the shop Goodwill. So there's all the stuff behind me. Now it's time to list it and make our money back. And we spent like $105 or something like that, and 90 cents, somewhere around there, for everything. Hopefully on the screen you guys kind of saw the breakdown. I definitely think there's some money to be made once we get it all sold. I think the P90X box and the Daniel G whatever box, the MD box about your brain, those two ones were probably the best buys. The guide one will probably double our money, make a little bit once all the guides sell. Just might take a little bit of time. And then the phones one, I think it was good enough to double our money, maybe a little bit more once it's all set. It's just going to depend if we get on the higher end for those listings or if we kind of have to take lower offers. But they were super cool. Again, if you were a phone collector, it would have been a good deal. I probably would have bought them all for, like I said, $30 anyways at a estate sale without looking them up, thinking I could make some money. So overall, it was pretty good. A couple of things that I would say about the site that I liked, and some things that were something to get used to. What I really liked about it was a lot of the prices were going for less than eBay. So whether you were going to buy to flip, I found some items that I could flip, but also if you were going to buy for something for yourself, you may be able to get it on Shop Goodwill for a cheaper price than you would eBay. So it might be something to even look for if there's a certain thing you collect or something you're looking for. You might be want to check in every once in a while because you can find some pretty good deals on some other stuff. Maybe not to resell, but maybe a better deal than paying the eBay price. Everything goes through FedEx shipping, which for the most part is a pretty quick service. I had one package that took forever to get here. They printed the label, but I guess FedEx didn't pick it up for like 5 days. I don't know if that was Goodwill's fault or FedEx or how they coordinated that, but that one seemed to be the biggest delay. All the other ones moved pretty quickly through FedEx. It didn't take too long, so no complaints there. But by using FedEx, the only downside was you're paying a little bit higher price than you would maybe another shipping option. Maybe as a reseller, we would have put something in a padded flat rate or shipped it media mail or, pirate ship or something like that. They're only using FedEx and going off of weight and everything like that and probably size. So when it comes to that, if you are looking through auctions, make sure you go to the shipping section of the auction and see what they're listing the weight as, and it'll estimate the shipping charge. Probably take a look at that before you agree to buy anything or bid, because I had one item that it had 49 pounds. It was a pillow, like a Pokemon pillow, and it said 49 pounds as the weight, which obviously is ridiculous. I messaged the person and asked if they could fix the listing or what could be done, and they said, well, it is what it is, and they didn't want to change it. So I was like, well, that's kind of lame. And then also the handling, some of them had like excessive handling amounts. Some of them were like $1 or $2, which is pretty reasonable if they're using packing or whatever. We don't see handling as much on eBay anymore. Most people probably don't put it in there, but it is something that was on there too. So make sure you're factoring that in the price, and you will have to pay the sales tax. So aside from that, it was a really easy experience, easy to pay, easy to buy. There was definitely some auctions that I also wanted to win that I got bid up beyond what I could pay. It wasn't worth reselling. So I probably had 20 auctions or so when I was experimenting with this that I had put bids on. Only came through with 4 of them. And obviously, like I said, people are also buying for themselves, or maybe they feel like they can flip it for more money or what have you. I was trying to find ones that I thought I could make a little bit of money on and should try out something different. The whole purpose really was to see if this is a viable option for me for finding extra inventory in a time like if garage sales were down, or, obviously different things can come up and we might not be able to buy stuff like the quarantine now. I mean, hopefully we're not dealing with this again later, but sometimes you don't have access to sourcing. So I was trying to see if this was something we could do to make a little bit of money. And it seems like you can. You got to be particular. You got to find the right thing, but it might be worth your time. So Shop Goodwill, I would say, definitely was a success. I think we'll make money. I'll definitely be looking back there again. But there are a couple things to keep in mind if you are going to buy from there. Keep an eye on the shipping. Make sure the cost is okay. And of course, there's different Goodwills across different locations. So you might have a location that's near you. So even though it's a heavy item, the shipping isn't too much for you. So in that way, sometimes you can find a good deal just because you're located closely to the actual Goodwill location. But if you have any feedback on the Shop Goodwill, let me know. Have you done? Let me know what you bought. If you've had some success. Think this was a good idea, let me know that too. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you guys are killing it out there. Hope you're selling a bunch of stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.